Hey guys, and welcome to the latest Kronos AV Review Diaries. Today we want to take a look at a product that is making major headlines across hi-fi in the industry really at the moment, and that is the Newton clamp from Titanic Audio. So this clamp is obviously a product that goes essentially off to one side slightly from what Titanic have done in the past. Titanic are obviously very well known for their cartridge range, and this is essentially one of the first products they've brought out that essentially is an upgrade path for other aspects of your turntable. And of course, since its release, it has had massive amounts of praise, lots and lots of reviews, most recently receiving a stellar review from Hi-Fi Plus and Ed Seeley, as well as having a 5-star review with Hi-Fi Pig as well. So you can check those both out online if you want to read through them. But we wanted to go through the clamp a little bit to explain why it's so good, some of the improvements you can get, and give you a bit more of an insight as to why this is such an impressive product and exactly how much improvement it's giving you. So as you can see, it is a really, really stylish product in itself. It's got this beautiful black chrome finish, carbon fiber top plate, and as well as that, it's got carbon fiber on the bottom. Now the carbon fiber is not only just stylish, it is actually there to offer rigidity to the clamp itself. The clamp itself is not massively heavy. It obviously carries a little bit of weight as it needs to, but that is not really its prime focus. So to explain a little bit of the technology here with the Titanic Newton clamp, you see here we have 10 ball bearings on the bottom. Now these obviously sit out slightly from the base of the clamp. So this clamp does not rest on this carbon fiber base plate, it rests on these ball bearings. Each one of these ball bearings is spring loaded. And if we set the clamp down flat to try and obviously demonstrate, it can actually move up and down with those spring loaded ball bearings. And wherever we place the pressure, obviously it moves in turn. And this is incredibly clever because what these ball bearings are essentially doing is, as your vinyl is spinning, it is applying pressure at where it's required. So for example, this ball bearing could be applying twice as much pressure as, say, this ball bearing when you're playing your vinyl. And that's because this clamp can obviously detect where the pressure is needed in order to keep your vinyl flatter. And therefore, of course, that's going to give you a much, much better sound. So it's a very, very clever and innovative design. But of course, it is quite complicated because each one of these has to be torqued very, very specifically in order for this to work. And it's a design that is really revolutionary and unique to the industry. And the other advantage, obviously, of using this ball bearing system is this decouples it from the record. So where in some cases you will have a weight that is extremely heavy, it puts a lot of pressure here on the spindle. When you have a lot of pressure there on the spindle, it can cause damage to the bearing or put pressure on your bearing, maybe is a better way to put it. Which obviously for longevity is not ideal. With the Titanic, it's not using weight to help isolate or keep the records flat. It's using these ball bearing technologies. It obviously helps protect your vinyl, helps protect your turntable, and obviously most importantly gives you a massively improved sound. To give you kind of another idea of the Titanic clamp against some of the other versions, we have here, for example, an Audio-Technica clamp. So this retails for under £100, but it is mainly designed for just pure weight. It does do a great job, but as I mentioned before, obviously it's using weight essentially, simply to try and isolate the vinyl. Something like the Michelle clamp, which Ed Seeley actually mentioned in the review for Hi-Fi Plus. While this is a highly, highly regarded clamp, Ed Seeley actually said that the Titanic clamp made this sound like a blunt object, which is extremely high praise for the Titanic because the Michelle clamp in itself is not a bad clamp. It's a very, very highly regarded clamp. But again, this uses a different system where essentially you're setting this on and clamping it down tight to hold your vinyl down. Which, of course, that means it's applying the same pressure the whole way around. Whereas, as I said before, with the Titanic, it's only applying pressure where it's needed. So, as you can see, it is realistically a better system. Similar again, the likes of the AT clamp at about £150, again, is using weight Obviously, their decks themselves use high mass technology, so this weight obviously works well for theirs, but not necessarily for all turntables. Again, the Gravity 1 clamp from Origin Live, which I'm sure many of you are aware of, uses the same sort of decoupling idea, obviously with it resting on this triangle. But again, it doesn't obviously offer the same weight or isolation advantages of something like the Titanic. So essentially what you've got here with the Titanic is all of these clamps and all of these highly regarded clamps in one package, because it's giving you isolation, it's giving you a lot of weight onto the record, it's helping to flatten the record, isolate the record, and of course that's going to help your stylus with its pickup and give you a lot of performance benefits. Of course, it is naturally just a beautiful piece as well, so that's always nice. It's something obviously beautiful to add to your system. And really, while it comes in at £499, so it is more expensive, of course, than the alternatives that we mentioned, but it is by far, we believe sonically, one of the best clamps we've ever heard. It's very, very innovative. As I say, you can read the reviews online. You will see just how impressive this is. Another thing that we like about this is that it's universal. So no matter what turntable you have, essentially, this will generally work really, really well. And we have customers using this on pretty much every brand out there, and every one of them has said it has made massive, massive improvements to their system. As I say, Titanic, obviously, very, very well-known company, comes really well packaged, lifetime warranty as well, which is fantastic. So you can obviously see with the lifetime warranty, that is the quality you can expect. It does have rubber bands here on the side, so even when you are lifting it on and off your vinyl, it's very, very easy to do. So really, at $499, I mean, I don't think there is a single thing we can really criticize on the Titanic Newton. It does everything you want it to do. It looks beautiful, and the difference this will make to your sound is unbelievable. So please do check it out online or come in store to have a look for yourself. Honestly, if you're looking for a way to improve your vinyl setup without breaking the bank, for around £500, this is without doubt one of the biggest improvements you can make. And as I say, you're more than welcome in store to have a listen or check it out for yourself. So yeah, I hope you guys get a chance to see some of those reviews online, and hopefully get a chance to use this in your own system as well. We can highly recommend it. Bang for your buck. This is one of the best improvements you can make. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick overview video. As always, if you have any further questions, please always feel free to get in touch, and we're always happy to answer them. But again, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you soon in the next one.